Good morning. Good morning. Test one, two. Test one, two. Good morning. Oh man, let me make this adjustment. How you doing, guys? It's Christian with Voyager Super Trucker Podcast, bringing to you live our daily show. So what we do is we talk trucking. We actually get tons of questions, especially from first-time owner operators across the board, across our social media platforms. And what we do is we take all them questions, we compile them, and we answer them every single morning at 9 a.m., Monday to Friday, of course. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit that, smash that like button. I got a guy in the comment, I got one person in there and he hasn't hit the like button. So make sure you hit that like button. And guys, subscribe and hit that bell icon. It gets all the it gets you notification when our videos drop. So one of guys that are out there, just remember, this is for owner operators and owner operators to be. So let's just do some house cleaning items first. Make sure you keep an eye on your medical cards. There are a lot of guys out there that are having issues. You want to make sure that you're getting it updated. And what I mean by that is the new process in itself is once you get your medical card, you get your new medical card. The clinic really doesn't have to give you your copy anymore, because what should be happening is they're sending it to DOT. DOT will notify the state, and then it pops on your MVR, and you should be good to go. However, you know how that goes when Uncle Sam's involved and the government's handling it. There will be some problems. So the program is a little bit slow right now. We've had a couple of our guys have pending suspensions. You don't want to get caught up with that. So please make sure you get a copy of your medical card in the event something happens. You now have it in your hands where you can update it yourself. So that's just some of the stuff that our guys have gone through. So pay attention to that. Florida is still on a delay on uploading those medical cards. All right, guys. So again, we're here talking trucking. Any comments, put them up. We will get them answered by the end of the show. One of the things that we did spend some time on yesterday was insurance and renewal of insurance, and what they're looking for, because in the comments, guys were a little surprised as to what they're looking for and how detailed those insurance cab reports are and what they come with and what they already know. It's insane, especially now with all this new technology that's going on. They're going to know more and more and more before they even walk through that door. So those guys are doing their homework. Once again, guys, we are 100% owner operator based company, always looking for good partnerships. So if you are an owner operator and it is not working out for you where you currently operate or you're leased onto, you got to give us a call at 863-342-5171. We're always looking for some good partnerships. We got top of the line trailers, trailer mechanic on site who takes care of them. So that's a value to you. You don't have to worry about getting put out of service or getting rejected out of customer. We're taking a lot of those problems away from that, so it doesn't affect your operation and it doesn't affect your money, the bottom line, which is the most important part, right? That's why we do this. So that's a tremendous value to you. In addition to that, you're always going to get the original rate confirmation. So we pride ourselves on that transparency. You're going to be able to see that email forwarded to you directly, right? As soon as you and the dispatcher agree on booking the load, they're going to send that over to you so you can exactly see what time it is and what's going down. All right. So guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe. It helps the algorithm put this content in front of the right people. So please smash that like button. I only got one, but I got 7 people in the chat. So it helped the algorithm. Like I said before, nobody's cutting a check for us. That's not why we do this. We do this to just put the information in front of the right people. All right. So do I have any comments out there that we can address? All right, so kind of just jump into it. And again, we'll just cover some of the questions. Yes, Feliz Miércoles. Very happy Miércoles. For those who don't know, Miércoles, Wednesday. So here we go. All right. So even when when talking accidents, guys, and what some of the stuff that these insurance guys do, not so much insurance, but the brokers are doing, what you have to be careful with on the sidebar. Some of these guys may not know that this does happen. So let's say there is an accident, there's an issue with a certain load. What I'm finding, picking up on a trend, is brokers start to put money on hold on receivables. So let's say you got 18 grand, you got to be careful, because if you got 18 grand on the books already, let's say on receivables from these guys, right? And all of a sudden, excuse me one second, and then all of a sudden, uh, that money's on hold due to due to an incident on a $2,000 load, right? One has nothing to do with the other, but then again, here you go. So as an example, check this out. Like, it's a pretty big name company too. So we took some loads, Schneider, and actually didn't take it. We did take some loads. We delivered them, business as usual. I think it was only like an $1,800 load, so nothing crazy. However, what actually happens is the following. So they got hacked or something happened, some kind of IT issue with that or whatever. And then we never booked the loads, but they actually thought they tendered over 4 loads to us. And it turns out they do their investigation, and right away they determined 2 of those loads were recovered. They were stolen, has nothing to do with us. They resolved those 2 loads, but in the emails and the confirmation and all of that, they can prove that the other 2 loads aren't ours, but instead they just want to file a claim, right? So they're just pushing that on us, and we're like, all right, what's the truck number? What's the driver name? What is everything that you have on the information? Where are the emails? Where's the signed rate confirmation? And they have none of that. So unfortunately, the process is the punishment, my people, and it takes time to resolve all that. So now you're going to be going into things like 30, 60 days for them to kind of come up with an answer. But however, the process is the punishment. They actually put on hold with the factoring company that receivables that got nothing to do with this, that has nothing to do with us. So man, like that's why I'm saying, guys, in that case it's only $1,800, but imagine it's 18,000, imagine it's 20,000, imagine that. So be alert with that, pay attention. um they did not put us on the do not use list, so we're not really going to do loads with them anymore, because all we would be doing is adding to that pile. So just sharing the shit that happens in this business, the things that we go through, just to kind of generate ideas, so you don't become a victim to that, and you can operate a little bit better, learn through our pain, I guess. So there you go, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Please smash that like button. It's going to help the algorithm put this information in front of the right people. And then that's what this is about. So please let us know if you got any questions. We're here to answer them. And, we're here to share the content with other individuals so they can learn from our experiences. All right. All right, and this is the kind of stuff that when we're always talking about, I've had a few guys come through, looking to do their own authority, looking to start their own thing, and which is always a positive thing. But not a lot of people talk about this stuff, the way behind the scenes, like back office stuff that actually happens. So even when we talk loss runs, even when we're talking that, we were spending some time on that insurance renewal, kind of share a story. So going through a renewal, and not that it's the end of the world. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is just so you can start piecing things together. So we're going through an insurance renewal, and insurances, when they're going to do that, they look at the claims, right? They look at loss runs and claims, and then just a lot of activity or a lot of claims on you. Can be, even though the financial amount of it is less or not as much, it could be more. It could be more daunting on your renewal, or you may not even get it, as opposed to one claim that is worth more, so or that is more expensive. So we're doing this, and one of our guys calls in. I don't know how he got confused. He had a cracked windshield, so he, on his insurance, he's calling in to get it replaced. Somehow he's dealing with the lady on the counter, and who's dealing with that, and he only had bobtail, so the lady's like, get out of here, that's not enough, we're not going to change your windshield. He's like, yeah, but the insurance pays one a year. So somehow this guy flashes our insurance card, right? So the liability portion of it all. And once the guy does that, now activity starts on the policy, or now in the midst of the renewal, a claim pops up. So that's enough to raise eyebrows, and it didn't stop the process, but it surely did not help. So what we're trying to say is, like, that's how sensitive this stuff is. Now you got some questions that you have to answer, and although you can explain something that, like, explain it away, it could have actually got somebody, you know it could have went the other way. So guys, be careful when you're dealing with insurance. That's one of the most sensitive things right there, because the worst thing that can happen is a cancellation, and now you in it and show's over. So be cautious with that. That's why we share these small things. Please consider all of this, as you're chugging along. All right, everyone watching right now, come on, share this video with all trucking contacts, dispatchers, who's ever on the phone. Let's light this up. Let's go. Let's get this done. Guys, make sure you smash that like button, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notified when we drop videos. We actually got some coming out. Actually, we went through the insurance cap card, talked about it in detail. So we got that video. Make sure you check us out. Super Trucker Podcast, and look out for that video. It should be dropping. I don't know, I got to talk to our guy, but it should be dropping in these next couple of days. And it really highlights how much these insurance companies know about us already, and VIN numbers, and how it affects everything. So it's kind of interesting, just to kind of give you a little sneak peek to it. I'm sure everybody knows out there about chameleon carriers. You look on TikTok or whatever, and you'll see guys at a gas station, taking one decal off and putting on another, and so forth. So what happens is, I've seen this in Jersey a lot when I was up there. Guys off of the port, boom, boom, have a rollover, have a few of those, because they hire guys without experience. And then all of a sudden that company goes down, and the very same trucks, a couple days later, have a totally different company name on them, different DOT, but they're still in business. So the difficult part, guys, is here's what happens on this cab report, right? There 45 pages. It is easy, if not more. Here we go. All right. And this is actually, this one that we're using, 53 pages. So this one that we're just kind of flashing here, this one's just because we've got our hands on it. It's 10 years old. So this is a while ago. So fleet size was smaller. Technology was a lot less than what it is today. And so, some of the things that you guys are out there that have to consider, or just kind of drop an education here, is, even let's say a company goes out of business, just because that's it, show's over, right? And your recruiter does a badass job, and now, recruits, let's say it was a fleet of, I don't know, whatever, 25 trucks, and he manages to recruit 10 of those trucks, if not more, right? Guys are just looking for a home. The way the insurance, everybody's celebrating, but the way the insurance company look at it is like, all right, is there something else here? Because 10 of those VIN numbers are added to our DOT right away. So what happens is, or added to the insurance policy. So now they're thinking, what are those guys running from, and where are they running to? So now when you go to get, that renewal, these questions are going to pop up. They want to make sure that, if that company closed, what are they running from? So these are things that would come up. So there you go. Something that you would never think would come up as a question is actually popping up. So you have to be careful out there. The insurance stuff is nothing to play with. They even go as far as, man, like, we talk more about this here, but so they'll find an address, right? Basically, we're in this location on record with 7 other entities. So now they're concerned, but it's an office building with trucking companies. So it's more individuals that are in there. Yes, you can answer the question, explain it away. However, I'm just trying to highlight what they're actually looking for. So they're actually even concerned about these addresses. So now you have to explain this stuff and what's going on, and so it can get taxing. So my people, like, share, subscribe. Keep an eye out for that video. Is pretty educational on the regards of what's actually in a cap card, what's in a cab report rather from an insurance company, and what they actually have access to and how much they already know. So pay attention to that. Keep an eye out for that. Once again, we are 100% owner operator based company looking for good partnership, especially for first time owner operators. So if you're thinking about making the jump and becoming a business owner and buying your first truck, you got to give us a call. We can walk you through all the details of the back office, and we can be the whole source. And we got plenty of perks for you to take advantage of, which means you're moving a lot of your liabilities over to us, and you can leverage that to make sure that you get a great start to your new venture. The telephone number for that is 863-342-5171. So you got to give us a call and make that happen. And also, if you're a current owner operator, just not quite making it where you're at, they're not doing the job they should be, give us a call. We got plenty of dispatchers on standby, and we got some available trailers as well. So here we go. All right, let me see here. All right, so for my first time owner operators out there, I just haven't been a few days. Let me check the inventory out there on the Lone Mountain Cats. Yeah, look at that. So the reason I'm actually looking, I'm just trying to see their inventory to see how many units have been moving in this like last week or so, right? So check this out. We got a comment. What's up, 192? What's up, 192? All right, so check this out, guys. When we were here just about a week ago, on the Volvos, we were actually Mike actually loves Volvos, and we were talking about that on a previous show. Less than a week ago, they had about 98 of those bad boys. They are only 38 left in stock. So people are getting started. People are moving. They actually have some 2026 KWs. They were in the 50s. They're down to 5. They just put these international LTs. I know we talked about that. There were about 40 something on 2022s with the $5,000 payment, and there were about 60, I think it was, on the ones with 5,500. There are only 7 left of each. So for all those guys that are thinking about jumping in and always asking yourself, is it the right time? Don't get left behind. There are plenty of people jumping into the market and going for it. So that the inventory levels speak for themselves. That's what we do, is just follow the facts. So here we go, guys. So if you are thinking about it, they're a pretty good resource. Use them, don't use them. Don't really care about that. The only thing I care about is putting the information in front of you so you can consider it as an option. If it works for you, great, we did our job. If it doesn't, at least it was another option. And if you don't use it, that's okay. So guys, just pay attention to that. So if you are thinking about it, the time is always now, right? So you always got to make a move for the better, right? All right, but these guys aren't the only choice. Is there anybody out in the comments? What else are you guys using out there? Let us know so we can share it with fellow owner operators to be. Where else can they shop around and make sure they get that really good deal, so that they have they have a really good chance to make sure that they're successful. Because that truck payment is a big part of that. Is a big part of your business. It's a fixed cost, obviously. Sometimes these programs that are out there, very easy to get into the truck, very easy to walk away. It sounds good, it sounds gravy, but do you even have a chance if that payment is $1,000 a week? That's going to be difficult. So the reason this one is pretty good, these guys are 1,700 bucks a month, and then that's it. So you're going to survive as an owner operator. And again, if there's anything else out there like this, guys, make sure you share with us in the comments. We want to be able to put that in front of other individuals so that they too can get a fair opportunity to be successful. So yeah, you do have to have some skin in the game. I get all kinds of calls. One individual actually didn't want to go this route, which is all right. It's not like it's not like they have to, or that we're promoting them that you have to. Again, we're just sharing the information. But what he didn't like was the credit part, that they're running the credit. So I mean, you got to have some skin in the game, right? You gotta bet on your work ethic. You got to bet on yourself to make it happen. As they say, like, burn the boats, man. There's no going back. Like, you just either you're going to do this or you're not. So if you're out there, guys, first time owner operators, let us know, what are your biggest concerns? Like, what is causing your hesitation to jump into this and make it happen? You can either let us know in the comments or actually give us a call and talk to us one-on-one. Myself, Mike, or recruiting department. Anybody is here to help you out. 863-342-5171. Once again, that's 863-342-5171. We'll let you know how that we have double down fuel cards, what that means and how that benefits you, and how that results into a $400 or $500 weekly savings to you. The transparency, the transparency, and the settlement reporting, and and like $50 a week, which is your maintenance on your trailer, brakes, tires, inspections, everything maintenance related to the trailer is going to be covered under that program. Find out how that is tremendously beneficial to you, where in other locations you're paying for a rental of a trailer and then you're responsible for all of the maintenance. We share these stories time and time again. If you are currently on that type of program, we had a individual that was going to onboard with us, and he just couldn't afford it. And the reason we say he couldn't afford it was actually because when he had to return that trailer, he had to come up with like $5,500 because the wear and tear on the tires already, the wear and tear on the brakes. He didn't pick it up in that condition. So now he had to get it back to the condition in which he picked it up, and that would have costed that. So he couldn't afford it at the moment. So pay attention to your contract. You want something that's headache free and that works. Our telephone number is 863-342-5171. So definitely give us a call on something like that. Guys, like, share, subscribe, smash that like button. Is going to help the algorithm get this in front of the right people. All right. So let me know. We got questions. It's midweek. Where are we at? Hold on one second. All right. So we even have a very effective orientation for those who want to onboard. I know we had some of those questions on the Instagram side, and so what it is, it's done in one day. So we schedule it from 9 to 3. So basically, the way we do it is the following, right? It's on a everything hits the compliance. So we're by the book. We're safe about it. But here's the value system to you. A lot of the footwork is done ahead of time. A lot of that back office stuff is done as the owner operator is applying, or as the owner operator is actually purchasing his truck and still working with the dealer. We're getting in communication with with the finance guy, with the sales guy, everything that we need to know, we need to have in order to get the individual plated in one day. So a lot of that back office stuff is already being addressed before you even show up to orientation, so that way you could get your truck running as quick as possible. Because if there's one thing we understand, is the value of getting under a load as quick as possible. The way we look at it, you just open the business and it's a grand opening, and you need to generate revenue as quick as possible. So because we understand that, that's why our process is built around that. So guys are here from 9 to 3, and what happens after that, they're actually going, sorry, it's from 9 to 3, and they're out of here. They're going to be out of here with a load, whether it's that afternoon or actually they load out for the next day, either or. So that is all done by efficiency, from a team that knows how to hit. So if you're looking to purchase that truck, but you're a little bit nervous about how long it's going to take to get it on the road, that's where we do best. So 863-342-5171. Please give us a call. We will walk you through the entire program on how to get it done. All right. All right, guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. I got a few people in the in the channel. Need a couple more likes. It helps the algorithm get that in front of the right people. All right, guys, share with us. Has anybody gone through an insurance renewal and pretty much a little bit of issues? Let us know what you went through so we can too, learn from that and be prepared. Every little bit of information helps to strengthen us as owner operators and improve our situations and do better business practices. So that's what this is about, guys. Make sure you get the questions up there for us. All right, so here we go. And so again, for my first time owner operators, guys that are always looking to always forward thinking, and you have the skill set and the determination to always level up and improve your situation. That's the beauty about Voyager Nation. We actually do have, I talk about it all the time. Recently, it's last month we have two guys, and one currently shopping around for a new trailer. And what happens is, they purchase a trailer just to improve, the jump from the 75 to the 85% payout. And what they're doing is they're elevating their business under the same roof. There's no need to change. There's no need to go somewhere else. We support growth for like-minded individuals and owner operators who are on our fleet. So that's always a good thing to see. It gets us excited. It means guy's doing well, and he's going to be doing better. So that's always important. And so if you're actually looking for that, where you can, adapt your business, whether a guy wanted to go over the road a little bit harder, or he wanted to scale it back and come back every weekend, we have that versatility. So that's what our dispatchers do best. They customize your dispatch around the needs of what you're looking for. So we say it all the time, guys come with, guys all come with all different shapes and sizes, different types of needs and requirements. The beauty about it, we can hit. We just got to sit down, come up with a goal, come up with the target, so that we know what to aim for, and then collectively we make that happen. So that is the beauty about running under Voyager Nation. We have that versatility. So 863-342-5171. Give us a call, and we'll let you know exactly how that works, or even better yet, we do it all the time. We do have an open door policy, 9 to 4. Come through. Plenty of room in the back where a guy can park his truck and trailer. We've had individuals come in, sit down with dispatch, sit down with operations. You guys kick it for a little bit. You're going to know exactly where you stand and what your potential is. So that open door is there for everybody. So for my people that are around the Lakeland, Florida area, the mecca of trucking, we are in Mulberry, right off of 60 on 37. Come stop by and get a firsthand experience on what we have to offer. So here we go. Like, share, subscribe. Make sure you share this content with fellow owner operators, and it will help the algorithm get this in front of the right people. So we would appreciate that. All right. All right, my people. So it is Wednesday. Let's go. Everybody kind of half asleep here. So any questions that we can answer, let us know in the comments. We'll get them addressed. All right. Man, it's a quiet one today. Hey, maybe guys are out there getting loaded, getting unloaded, and so forth. So again, guys, so keep an eye out for the video that should be dropping, if not already, talking about insurance and what they're looking for and what they already know, and how your PSPs actually affect. Go a little deeper than just in the hiring process. And for those who don't know what a PSP is, that's your personal, so to speak, CSA score. So for my owner operators to be, or even guys that are thinking of jumping in or just brand new to this game called trucking, PSP is a collective of what you've been doing out there. Anytime that you get stopped, whether it's a clean inspection or whether it's a violation on the driver, violation on the truck, all of that information is compiled onto a PSP, and it is visible to the hiring carrier. And so what that does is really it's going to it's going to show your behavior, right? Because a lot of guys that are new to this think if it's a violation on the truck, it doesn't really have anything to do with them, and that's not necessarily true. Because you are supposed to be doing that pre-trip, it's gonna weigh on you because you never should have pulled that trailer or that truck in that condition. That's the way that they're going to be looking at it. So again, that PSP can eventually become very, very, 3 pages, and there's a lot of violations on there. And even though you may not think it affects you, what the carrier looks at is, can they get pulled into a deposition type thing as negligent hiring? Because that's the due diligence. The due diligence is negligent hiring. Why are you putting this driver on? What type of programs do you have to rectify these situations, or what policies do you have in place in order for this guy not to be doing these things? So again, guys, that's now if you ask yourself why you're getting calls from your compliance, from your safety team, talking about all that good stuff, talking about, hey, you can't fuel in 3 minutes. That's not enough time. Even if you convince them that that was real and they believe it, and you guys are talking about that and you're playing office, and you guys just think you've accomplished something by leaving it alone, and it's just there, not correcting it. When DOT comes, they're going to hammer you down on that. So no one's going to believe any of that. So it's always in preparation to be compliant. And again, a active DOT number and insurance is what is required for any of this to work, for any of this to happen. It is probably one of the most sensitive things in the business, but we have to be able to take care of that. And that is why you're going to see the compliance team calling you. So when you protect your PSP, it's not just the carrier, guys. You're protecting yourself and your livelihood. That CDL is your livelihood. That is your license to actually make money. You have to protect that bad boy at all costs. So eventually these things do catch up to you. We mention this to guys in orientation at all times. Like, everybody knows the turnover rate in the industry. It's no secret. Everybody knows that a driver could get hired just like that. But there are times where that is no longer the case. And the reason that it's no longer the case is when that PSP is way too long, and it's very aggressive, and there's let's say you got 3 warnings in there. In your mind, they're just warnings. They're not on your MVR. There's no points associated to your MVR. Your MVR looks clean, but it's on here. So once it's on there, whether the carrier pulled your DAC report, whether they just they have your PSP in hand, once they see it, it's already there. It's visible. So now they know about it, and you can't look the other way. Now you have to address that. And again, the question would be negligent hiring, and a lot of people never think it's a problem until an accident happens. So you're always preparing for these type of situations. So my people out there, take care of your PSP, protect it. I would even say log in. It's free. FMCSA, go there, go to the portal, check out your PSP, make sure everything looks accurate. Because if there's some information on there that does not look accurate, you want to be able to address that. There is fraud that goes on there. As a matter of fact, there are people out there that, hey, the guy was doing pretty good. Somebody, booked a load under his DOT and MC and all that good stuff. Shit just went sideways, and now, nobody would work with him because he caught a claim in a freight guard and all this, and it was just somebody, somebody stole his info, and then there you go. So fraud is out there, guys. So make sure you getting onto the portal and checking your PSP. All right. One of the things that this guy, that's why he had to close his authority, was because of what happened in the claim and all of that, he was unable to continue to get work. So again, it just matters on how big a company is, right? Once you're a one-man army, one freight guard can affect you very differently than one freight guard to a company with 100 trucks. It just weighs different. Not even, that's just the rule of the game. So you have to be able to protect your business at all times. 1 second here. All right, all right. So here we have it. All right, guys. All right, so make sure you like, share, subscribe. Do I have any additional questions, comments? Gives us an opportunity to answer them. All right, make sure you smash that like button, guys. It helps the algorithm put this content in front of the right people. Let me know if you got any questions about that time. Got to hit my day job. So let me know. All right, so here we go. So my people, until next time, we will see you mañana, 9 a.m. Please let us know if you have any questions. You can always hit us up on our social media, Facebook. We got Instagram, TikTok. Please subscribe to Super Trucker Podcast and hit that bell icon so you get notified when we drop some videos. Tremendous value right there for you. And if you're looking for a partnership, 863-342-5171. First-time owner operators, you're looking to buy a truck, you're confused about any type of plates, insurance, if the anything, give us a call, 863-342-5171. We will let you know exactly how to handle that so that you can go from picking the truck up to orientation to being under a load as quick as possible, because that will be the name of the game. All right, my people, we will talk to you tomorrow. Be safe, drive safe, talk soon.